What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So yesterday I made a video on Jasmy coin, and pretty much every day I've been making a new video on Jasmy, right? Whether it was pumping and pushing to a whole nother level, looking like it's going to drop a zero, or it is dropping down to newer lows that we've seen in more recent history, right? So I wanted to talk about Jasmy coin because we're seeing price targets or levels where people are excited about buying. And a lot of people are mentioning to me, they're like, hey, is it time to buy right now? Should we make this move right now? And honestly, I'm not going to sit here and make that decision for you. I can talk about the benefits that I've seen or whether I will buy it at a certain level, but it doesn't mean that you guys go ahead and buy the position. I want to make sure that you guys look into so much more than just what I'm doing in order to make a purchase, because your brains don't think the same way that I do. I can make a profit from something, and you guys hear about it a little bit later. You'll hear about it maybe 5 minutes later, and then you'll have a difference, right? You have a change. Or, I may invest into something or sell something, and you may not hear about it right away, especially the people that are not on Patreon. So, for people that are following whether they should buy more Jasmy coin or shouldn't, you don't know exactly when I'm selling and where I'm buying it, exactly what prices I'm buying it, all of these other details that you need to know as a person that wants to make the same profit as another person. But again, you don't think the same way that I do. So don't take my word for investing in this position at a certain level without factoring in your own opinions into it, because I'm not going to be here forever. And if you have had success with me, make sure that you are learning from whatever was successful at that moment. And then you can factor that into your next strategy and buying into another position. So, anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Now, Jasmy coin is falling today. It's falling by 8.6%, almost 9% today. We've seen this at a little bit of a lower point than where it is right now. I will show you it on the screen, but this is all due to the fact that Binance has moved Jasmy coin to the innovation zone, basically saying that this is a project that's kind of stalled, that doesn't really have much progress, or putting it in that category of like, I don't know where it's going, right? Tell me something, give me some communication. And since it put it in that innovation zone, they talked about how instead of just having a straight to delisting, you would have steps to delisting the project. Now, just understand what delisting does for a cryptocurrency project, right? For an exchange. When an exchange sees a coin that they want to list, they have two options really. They either get paid to do it and somebody sends them the coins, or they go out of their way to buy the actual the project, the coins, in order to fund all of the transactions and have the one-to-one. If they end up not having liquidity after a certain period of time, then they don't, right? Exchanges will go out and buy less liquidity, whether it's in Terra Luna Classic or Jasmy or whatever it is, and then they will sell that to individuals on their platform. Now it will be sold, it will come back, and they'll basically work as that liquidity pool there. So that's how that really works. Now, I'm not so sure how this transpired, whether they went out and bought Jasmy coin or they were given it. But basically, they try and protect that investment to kind of protect their bottom line, protect the overall value of it. And when they see a coin is not performing, either way, they're trying to protect what they either invested or what they were given, right? Because they were given a certain amount, and then they were also given a certain amount in their coin, right? Just to be paid upfront to get everything situated. Well, as they're adding it to the innovation zone, they're skipping a step and they're basically saying, if you don't give us any detail as to what's coming next and where you're going to go from here, and your price keeps falling, we're not going to keep you on the platform. Because when we initially put you on the platform, you were worth a lot more, and now you're worth a lot less. And that's where it stands, where Jasmy coin, yes, was receiving a lot of success. We saw millions of dollars that were flowing into Jasmy coin and resulting in a lot of transactions. However, the overall position that they've invested into or were given is not the same value as what it is right now, right? So, or what it was then, and now it's something different, a lot lower. So that kind of hits them different. So they're trying to protect that investment. That's why they would end up doing that. Now, Jasmy coin has fallen in result of that. I know this is 5 minutes of me just talking, but has fallen in result to that, where you see it from a level of 0.0070 or 70% of a penny, 75% of a penny, all the way down to 48% of a penny. So dropping a significant amount after having that conversation that this could push up to and a dropped zero. Literally the day of, I think it was later in the day, you saw it start to drop down and really, really fall down. And honestly, I've been saying that I wanted to find an investment point to buy more, but I don't want to buy above my cost basis. And on Twitter, I talked about how, let's actually go back here. That's not the right one. Let's go back to Twitter over here. This it? Yeah. Jasmy is falling hard today. It looks like I may be able to capture that 500K to 1 million coins I wanted to have. Now, people are asking me and saying, hey, it's time to buy that 500,000 or 1 million coins. So I'm in the process of doing that. I'm not going to buy it all at a certain level because I feel like maybe it could go even lower. And if it does, I want to be able to capture it lower and lower and lower and increase the amount I'm investing as it does go lower. Um, and in dollar figures and also in coins. So it would be a greater situation to do that. Recently, I've invested into it, and I'll show you how much I have at the moment. But let's go back into Jasmy coin and see what the price has done in the past 7 days, right? We've seen this at a level where it consolidated at the 7 level, dropped down a little bit down to 6, increased back up to 7, 70% of a penny. And then now you saw this kind of fall off, consolidate, and then fall off again. And it's all due to, Binance being the largest, market maker for the largest, pairings that they do have with 50%, 16%, 9%. Without that, majority of the volume would have to come from Coinbase. And you would have Kraken and all that, but maybe some of that liquidity would move over. And honestly, that would give Jasmy a better chance at having maybe even a lower price. If they have a lower price, then it gives me a better opportunity to buy if they do get delisted at some of these levels. While Binance end up keeping their money and saving their money, I can now look at this as a better buying opportunity to house more in my portfolio if that's the case. Eventually, it'll get relisted on Binance when things happen. And even if they don't, then Coinbase or whatever other platform will see all the benefits of all of the volume that you would have for Jasmy coin. But honestly, right now, you're seeing 60, 70%, maybe even more than that, of the volume flow through Binance in different pairings. So it's definitely going to be a hit to the volume that we would see there initially, but eventually you would see a little bit more volume after the fact. And especially with the lockup coming up and how much that would affect it, and how much the price can rise at certain levels, I'm looking to buy. If this continues to drop, I'm looking to buy at lower and lower and lower levels, honestly. But that's just me. This is my strategy. It doesn't mean that this is the most sound strategy. It just makes sense, especially with 100% of supplies out there. Now, once the supply, if the supply is, kind of held and we have less that's in circulation, I won't be buying at that time. Other people may be buying at that time. I would not be buying at that time because I'm going to keep whatever value I have at the most supply that they have, as you see the price rise because the overall supply goes down. But anyways, how much did I buy? Because I said I was going to buy some. I didn't buy a crazy amount. I ended up buying about $200 worth. If we go over to Jasmy coin, or sorry, this is not even Jasmy coin. If we go over to Jasmy coin on Coinbase, you're going to see the price is at 0.0048. It's down 10% is what it says in the last day. We're also seeing that I have now, where's it at? I have a total of 200, can you see that? 236,670 coins. Now, I had 206,000. I decided to buy 30,000 more. Now, it's not the 500,000 that people were expecting for me to have, but again, I'm going to slowly move into it. That's always been my strategy in any time that I invest into something, because it really does just make sense to do it that way, so that you don't just go all in at one price and then it continues to go lower and now you have to wait for it to hit that price for you to make some money or become profitable. I know there's a cushion between where I am and where the peak point was of this low level. But I also know that there's a bigger cushion between here, where I invested into the ultimate peak point, as well as where I can lower my cost basis to, and the ultimate peak point as well. So I'm excited for what Jasmy can do. I'm excited for a little bit more bearish activity. It's not something where I've invested the whole boat into it. I slowly invest into plays. I dip my toe in the water. I don't go absolutely all in with everything that I want to invest right from the start, but I do go all in maybe with all the money that I have on that day at some points. So when I get to, if it gets to 0.004 or 40% of a penny, maybe I'll invest a little bit more. Maybe I'll invest another $200 or $300 into it. Then it gets down to 0.002. If it does find a way to get down to there, maybe I'll invest another maybe $300, $400, $500 into it and see what I can end up getting. So the point is that I take my time to invest into the play, but I have bought more, holding 236,000 over here at a cost basis of 0.0049. I see it at 0.0048, but it is still rounded up. As you look at it on Coinbase, you're still rounding it up, Coin Market Cap, 48.31, which again would round it up to 49, even though I would consider that rounding down, but they always round up. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about Jasmy Coin. I know there's some people that are for it. I know there's some people that are against it. I know there's people that are saying, hey, you talked about how this is going to be so bullish, and I invested all my money into it. And honestly, I say it every single time. You don't invest all of your money into one play. And if you are going to do that, you make sure you find the best points to invest. If you don't learn from mistakes like that, I've made these mistakes in the past by investing all in into one time period because I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity. Honestly, you don't miss out on the opportunity if you invest something, but you don't have to invest everything, because you can find when it does decrease and it does go against you, that you can benefit from that fall. Right. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.